So Dana White appears to have this absolute weird fetish with Jon Jones and speaking down on his current champions like Islam Makhachev and Alex Pereira to uplift Jon Jones. And a lot of media personalities have come out and called Dana White on this, more specifically the MMA guru and Ariel Helwani, which is a bit odd mentioning those two in the same sentence considering the one just despises the other. But nonetheless, this is about Dana White and his infatuation with Jones. Now, a lot of fans probably are thinking, does Jones have Dana's nudes? What is absolutely going on? What is this 360 that is happening before our eyes? And the sad thing is that the people with access to Dana White do not have enough knowledge or do not have enough courage or balls to push back on Dana White's comments. I say this because I watched the Club Shay Shay interview with Dana White where Shannon Sharp brought up Francis Ngannou and Dana White immediately said, listen, Jones would kill Francis Ngannou, etc., etc., speaking down on Francis Ngannou to uplift Jones. And this is also a bit irritating when you consider that Shannon started that interview or that segment of the interview by sending his condolences to Francis Ngannou because he lost his son earlier this year. And Dana White just stood there like a piece of shit, not caring, not giving an iota of grief or condolence to Francis Ngannou, mainly because Francis was able to outmaneuver you and outsmart you in the business world. Now you will have this weird energy and dead energy towards him. That was a bit explanatory and revealing of who the person that Dana White is, especially if you do bad business with him or if you just outsmart him as Francis was able to do. But nonetheless, Shannon Sharp did not have or does not have enough knowledge of the MMA world to push back on Dana White, because he could have easily said, hang on, a few years ago, or maybe he did have the notes and he just did not want to piss off his guest, because Shannon always says that I am a conversationalist. I'm not an interviewer. I want the guests to speak their minds, let the thoughts flow, etc., etc. But Shannon did not ask Dana, hey, a few years ago when Jones stepped down from light heavyweight division, you did not have the same sentiments. You say Jones was scared to go up and face Francis Ngannou. You say Jones was scared and he will get demolished at heavyweight by Francis Ngannou. Now, we can also ask the same of the MMA journalists and the media personalities who have access to Dana White, but we already know that they do not want to lose their access to Dana White. They do not want that privilege revoked. They could easily ask Dana White, it was not that long ago when Jones stepped down and you said that Jones is scared of Ngannou and he would get obliterated by Francis Ngannou. Fast forward, Francis leaves the company. He leaves you with your tongue in your cheek, and now you're speaking this bad words, or this, you're having this weird energy towards Francis where you were saying that Jones would demolish him and finish him. If you lock Jones in a room with any man in this world, Jones comes out alive. Jones' last fight before Cyril Gane, the last 3 fights, those dudes came out alive. I mean, Thiago Santos looked pretty alive to me. Dominic Reyes looked pretty alive to me. So I don't know where this whole idea that Jones is this big bad dude that would destroy you and kill you, put him in a room with Francis and Francis not coming out alive, when you literally said before Francis left the company and when Francis knocked out Stipe, I believe, that Francis would demolish Jon Jones. And now the roles are reversed. Now, a lot of fans are wondering why Dana is all of a sudden up Jones' ass. And this is the reason that I have come to. Dana White is around a lot of sports figures, a lot of quote-unquote GOATs. He always speaks about him being around Tom Brady. He sees what Tom Brady does for the NFL. He sees what LeBron James does for the Lakers, the city of Los Angeles. He sees what Messi has done coming into the MLS. He sees that. He sees what Ronaldo has done for Saudi Arabia. He knows that when you have a figure that is regarded as a GOAT, you now have the opportunity to charge prices at an inflated value. So by having Jones as this GOAT of MMA and constantly reminding the casuals and the fans that Jones is the GOAT, he's the most dangerous man on the planet, you are now creating this anticipation where people want to watch the GOAT, and therefore you can drive the ticket prices up. That is essentially what Dana is doing. It's the only thing that makes sense at this point. And Dana is so deep into it that any form of criticism that is thrown towards Jones, he automatically sees it as a rebuttal against this notion and this perspective he is trying to create. He is not separating Jones' current career, or Jones, the guy who screwed him over, or Jones, the dude he felt that Francis would destroy, from this perspective and this perception he is trying to build of Jones, which is Jones is the GOAT of MMA. Therefore, when Jones steps into the octagon, you have to watch it. You have to pay premium prices, just as the Miami fans are paying premium prices to watch Inter Miami, or the Lakers are paying premium price to watch LeBron James, or I don't know, whoever is the GOAT in tennis now, Djokovic. There's premium prices when the best in the sport is competing. And that is what Dana White, I believe, is trying to do with Jones. He is trying to turn Jones into this premium athlete, the GOAT. Therefore, fans who go and watch Jones have to pay premium prices. But let me know in the comment section what you guys think. Is Dana White doing too much? Is he a piece of shit at this point? Is everyone correct about what they've been saying about Dana? Until the next one, peace.